Well, I'll be damned. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in shock. We scored 37 points. Russ cooked. Hinesfield was going crazy. We picked off Aaron Rodgers twice. Some chick with big titties ran down the field. The fuck happened? What the fuck happened? I don't know. I wanted to come in here. I wanted to come on here and be all hyped up, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of in shock. We came out. We started slow. Russ was getting booed. Couple 3-and-outs. We gave up a touchdown early, and we were down 15-6, and then it's just like that. Couple random things off the top that I remember. Devontae Adams had 3 catches in the first half, 0 catches in the second half, 0 yards. We scored 31 straight points. 31 straight points. We scored 31 straight points. Beanie Bishop made a crazy play. He was looking this way, caught the ball this way, and then Garrett Wilson, the ball ricochets off his pads. He catches that, does the little scissor leg, cuts outside, gets a couple blocks, and he damn near scores a touchdown. Patrick Queen with some plays. Deshaun Elliott still being one of my favorite players on the team, despite it only being 7 games that he's been a Steeler. Definitely one of my favorite players to watch. The dudes, I say it every week, that guy is a Pittsburgh Steeler. What else? Darnell Washington with a couple catches. Hayward playing some fullback. Freiermuth refusing to go down with a big play. Najee Harris, back-to-back 100-yard games. Running people over. Couple quick cuts. Finding the hole. Like, bro, what? Another touchdown. He jumps in the crowd, celebrates with the fans. That shit was lit. Jaylen Warren had a few nice plays. Jaylen Warren is a beast in pass protection. He is a monster in pass protection. I don't think there's anybody in the league who's better than him at picking up blocks in the backfield. I think he's the best. He also had some nice runs. He had a nice catch and cut on 3rd down. Got us a 1st down. Let Russ cook. Let Russ cook. Let Russ cook. Crazy. What? Bro. Like I said, I'm lightweight in shock. Where's my penner? Russ came out the gate and threw a couple knuckleballs in the dirt. It didn't look good. It looked scary. It looked scary. And then the next thing you know, well, I mean, all right. He came out and threw that first one. He lofted it in the Darnell Washington. The first thing I thought was that little, we talked about that little, taking a little steam off the ball, throwing a more catchable ball. That was the first thing I thought when I saw that play. And I saw a few of the knuckleballs. It made me a little nervous. Bad guy on this shoulder saying, this ain't it. He ain't it. Good guy on this shoulder saying, I mean, that shit was ass, but he ain't played in a year. Give him a chance. Like, you can't just pull a guy after, 2 bad series. The good guy was also saying, but keep an eye on him. So, I don't know, man. He threw a couple moon balls. That was like the word of training camp, how Russell throws the ball. A couple moon balls. Fryermuth makes a couple crazy plays. The first play, the ball was underthrown. He still catches it. He made the one play where he caught the ball. Pickens, bro, what? The dude is a monster. Like the ball hit the dude in the back of the pass. He catches it. The dude recovers, rips the ball out. He catches it again. He might have caught the ball 3 times on that one play. He caught it at least twice. I, he's just he might be. It might not. It's not even might be. He is the best in the world at those 50-50 balls. Like it's ever since he's been in the league. It's just something about those crazy catches. He makes them look so easy. We just need him to catch the easy passes. I don't know. The dude just you can't explain it. It's just natural talent. It's just there's nothing you can do. He's just if he gets the opportunity, Russ caught him on some 1v1s. He gave him a chance and he made the play. There's a couple balls Russ needs to get up. Pause. Get him up a little bit higher. That was the only real thing you could see with Russ with him being a little rusty. Some of his passes were going into the dirt, but I mean, what can you really say? Just an impressive win from I don't want to say from start to finish, but like I'm in shock mainly because of how we won. Where like we were starting to take control of the game, and we're pulling away. Momentum's building. We're getting stops. Van Jefferson caught a touchdown. I meant to mention that earlier. Van Jefferson got a touchdown. Bro, like, I'm pulling up the numbers now. Russell Wilson, 16 for 29 for 264 yards and 2 touchdowns. Najee Harris, 21 carries for 102 yards and a touchdown. Average 4.9, damn near 5 yards a carry. Jalen Moore had 12 carries for 44 yards. George Pickens, best game of the season, man. Breakout game. 5 receptions for 111 yards and a touchdown. Crazy. Pat Fryermuth, 2 catches for 51 yards, and that one, his big play, 30 yards, where he just refused to be tackled. Calvin Austin, 1 catch for 36 yards, wide open. It's wide open. Darnell Washington, 4 catches for 18 yards. I like seeing Darnell Washington get the ball, get us some speed going, get him going downhill. That's a fun guy to watch play football. And then on defense, Peyton Wilson was everywhere. Peyton Wilson balled out. Deshaun Elliott balled out. Beenie Bishop with the 2 huge plays. And I believe he had a tackle in the backfield as well. Maybe 2 tackles in the backfield. James Pierre came in. I think Dante Jackson got hurt on that play that Bryce Hall ran down the field. I think he might have got hurt on that play. I saw him on the sideline celebrating with Najee at the end of the game, so hopefully he's all right. But James Pierre came in. I saw Terrell Edmonds, our old friend Terrell Edmonds, in there a good bit today. Minka. Oh, excuse me. I know some of our star players outside of like Cameron Hayward, because Cameron Hayward I think is having like an all-pro type of year. Minka and T.J. Watt have been, I don't want to say quiet, but like, I mean, they haven't had to do as much because the rest of the team around them has been playing so well. But Minka was solid. He prevented the touchdown on that breakaway. He did get his ankles broke on one play, but hey, it is what it is. It's Bryce Hall. I mean, shit. No, it was Garrett Wilson that got him. He stopped the touchdown on Bryce Hall. But Minka played solid. Alex Highsmith was good to see him back out there. He's getting some pressures. Almost got there a couple times. and Joe Porter Jr. played good. Ogunjobi had a sack, which was great. Cameron Hayward had the batted pass. Might have had a couple batted passes, but I know he had one on. It was like third down. Might have been fourth down. Got us off the field. Dante Jackson wasn't his best game, but I still like this guy. If this was his bad game, I'll take that any day of the week. Keanu Benton had the big breakup on, I think that might have been a third down. He read the screen the whole way, actually batted the ball down as a defensive lineman on a running back in the middle of the field, which is kind of crazy to see. Um, I'm not sure why Connor Hayward's on here. Maybe he must have made some tackles in special teams. TJ Watt was getting double teamed, all night. So, what can you do? He had a big batted pass too. TJ Watt's going to find a way to affect the game, regardless. So, overall, very solid performance by the defense. Couple takeaways on Aaron Rodgers. I believe we might have got 2 sacks on him. I know we got the one for sure. But you see Aaron Rodgers' numbers. He had a good bit of yardage, but he had the 2 turnovers. No, we only had the 1 sack. Yeah, just 1 sack. Brees Hall, we held him in check as far as rushing. Now, he did kind of go off in the receiving category, as you see here. He had 6 receptions for 103 yards. This dude's a playmaker. So, pick your poison. These are professionals. And Brees Hall, however you say his name, I think it's Brees. I like this guy. He's one of the best of the best. So, we held the running game down, forced them to be a bit one dimensional, and then of course we got the turnovers to show for that. But Garrett Wilson, not his best game. He had a few drops. I think he had at least 2, if not 3. And the one that got it, the one was bad. It got intercepted. Alan Lazard, man, this dude. They got some receivers. Look at these names: Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Devontae Adams, and then Mike Williams would be your third or your fourth. Excuse me. Conklin got that early touchdown, but Bryce Hall went off. Brees Hall, excuse me. Brees Hall went off, but for what it's worth, we held him in check on the running game, so we'll take that W. Garrett Wilson, he left a lot out on the field. Alan Lazar had a couple big plays. He had the one on third down, but I think he got hurt. Devontae Adams had all 3 of these catches in the first half, like we talked about earlier. In the second half, we pitched the shutout. But yeah, overall, hats off to the. I'm not gonna take my hat off because I'm bald, but hats off to the Steelers, man. It was good to see them win a game by a wide margin. It was good to see our team look like we actually knew how to play football on offense. I was talking a couple weeks ago about how maybe that was just the Steeler way, the Mike Tomlin way to win ugly all the time. But maybe we were just playing the best way we felt like we could to win those games, and now we feel like we can open it up more because you could see it out there. Like, it was just different. And from the beginning of the year, I could feel like this team was a little different. Like, I didn't know if we were different enough to actually win the Super Bowl, but I thought we were a lot better than what people anticipated. I thought we were a very good team. Regardless of quarterback, I obviously thought it was going to be Russ to start the season. I see this young kid, Justin Fields, come in and ball, and I really like him. I want him to keep his head up. After the game, Russ said something that I really liked. He said, he shouted out Justin Fields, said, he wanted to give a shout out to him and let him know like he did a very good job getting us into this position of being 4-2, and all praise to him for getting us to this point. And that kid's got a bright future. I think I would love for it to be here in Pittsburgh. He can sit behind Russ, and I still am. I'm the biggest Justin Fields fan. I would love to see him in there playing. And it was kind of contradictory what I said, I will admit, because I was saying in Indianapolis, I think Joe Flacco, especially after seeing what he did to us, is a good move for them to make as far as who their quarterback should be, because I just felt he gave them the best chance to win because he knows how to get the receivers the ball. And I felt the receivers were, when you know you're going to get the ball, you know you're going to try a little harder. So I feel like they were working harder and getting open a lot better, just for the simple fact they felt like he could get them the ball better than AR could. No disrespect to AR, and at the same time, I'm on the other side of the fence, saying that we should maybe let Russ sit so Justin Fields could go out there and kind of learn. The only difference was, Joe Flacco was the one, in there winning some games, whereas we had Justin Fields in there winning some games for us. So it's still a bit contradictory, I will admit, but it kind of comes full circle. And like I said, I'm a bit in shock. I felt like we were going to win this game. I did not see it going this way. I felt like it was going to go over. But if I were to bet on this game, I definitely would have bet the under. But I did not see this coming. I didn't see it coming, not like this. But I love to see it. Next week we take on the Giants. So this is a big game. Good momentum, good vibes going into the next week. Get us to 6-2. Get our bye week. And it could be up from there, man. It really can. We can still trade for a receiver. This is a small sample size. It's one game. We don't want to get too high off this game, just like we didn't want to get too low off the losses. I say we get one receiver in there. Call Garrett Wilson. He dropped a couple balls. Aaron Rodgers might, he might say this nigga sucks. Get him out of here. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers is going to say. He might go on Pat McAfee's show and say, if Garrett Wilson, got his head out of his ass, we might have won. Aaron Rodgers is personally one of my favorite quarterbacks, but I know he's an asshole. So, it is what it is. If that happens, Garrett Wilson, please come to the Steelers. We could use a shifty, route running, separation type of receiver. You would be a huge compliment to George Pickens. Calvin Austin in the slot looks good. Roman Wilson didn't get a helmet today. I'm not sure what that was about, but if we get Garrett Wilson in there, Roman, you could do the Justin Fields route. You could just sit and learn behind these more proven veterans, and we'll get you some snaps here down the road. But I think I'm gonna end it like that. Mr. Unlimited. He proved me wrong. He shut me up. Steelers Nation, let's ride. Crazy. He said at the end of the game, I was kind of hyped because she asked him, she said, Russ, you had this in Seattle, and then you said, Broncos country, let's ride. She said, what's going to be your catchphrase for this season? He was like, we're going to wait till the end. She was like, the end of what? He said, we're going to wait till the end. We'll figure it out then. Or he said, then you'll find out then. So I like that. Anyway, I'm going to sign out. If you did enjoy this video, I appreciate you because I'm just a drunk Steelers fan rambling right now. And please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I do appreciate you guys. GG's. We'll catch you later.